hello everyone. I am Makai and Ramaya is at school. Let's say hi to Ramaya. Hi, Ramaya.
Hi, Ramaya. Congrats on your first week.
Yes, and so Ramaya won't be here right now, but we've got two wonderful stand-ins here. You've already met Calvin. This is Ali.
Hey guys, make sure you watch the Backseat Beat.
Oh, okay. Ad placement.
Shameless promo.
Wow, just shameless. But today we have a very juicy conversation for you all, and I think you'll be interested in what we have to say. So yeah, let's just dive right in. We're going to start with an easy one. So if you don't know, Dr. Barlow on TikTok is a TikTok creator who basically is a professor in, I don't remember what she teaches. I think she teaches AFAM. AFAM, African American History, and she basically opened up her class to TikTok basically for her students. And it basically became a trend, and now a lot of Black creators, Black people are hopping on the trend. PhD professionals are basically creating a Hillman Talk. You know a little bit more about Hillman Talk?
Yes. So basically, these creators, a lot of them who are degree holders and have their doctorate's degree, have decided to make their courses online for free for the general population. And by general population, I think they kind of conclusively mean African Americans online, because education is not equitable right now.
Nope.
We are at a place right now where not everybody has access to higher level classes. Not everybody has the financial resources to do something like this. So the fact that one professor, Dr. Barlow, started all of this, and it went on to go viral and to make education. I've seen sociology classes, organic chemistry.
Yeah, sewing.
Sewing.
I've seen electives. That's crazy.
So many classes on a wide variety of subjects. And this is just so incredible to even see, because the fact that something like this can happen and it's free, this is not what the people want. Well, this is not what the man wants, I guess. This is not what the system wants. Education is supposed to be for those who can afford it. And the fact that we're breaking barriers in this way, Dr. Barlow being the first to go completely viral.
Black woman.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I think it's awesome.
It's historic.
Are you guys going to enroll in any other classes?
Oh, I've been enrolling. I don't remember specifically which ones, but when I see them, I like them and I try to stay up with it.
There's a woman who is teaching, oh my gosh, I would have to grab my TikTok to really know, but she's teaching organic chemistry. And I started at an HBCU, and I know that HBCU culture can be difficult because the schools don't receive the proper amount of funding. And the year that I started at my HBCU, which was Xavier University of Louisiana, our school, there was a Supreme Court case in the Supreme Court at that year, 2019, 2020, to deny funding from HBCUs. So they're taking money from the primarily Black institutions and historically Black institutions. And I think it was Mackenzie Scott, Jeff Bezos' ex-wife, who gave my school $20 million.
Oh, wow.
To kind of subsidize us through the complications that we were facing from the federal funds. The fact that a private individual did that and our government is trying to take away our funds is one thing, but that's neither here nor there. What I did experience at Xavier University was, a lot of the confusion that sometimes comes with attending an HBCU. And that is not a flaw in their character at all. Black people, we operate differently. But essentially, I wasn't successful there. I had to change my major. I wasn't placed correctly, and I didn't feel like there was people there to support me and things of that nature. And I had to leave my HBCU right at the beginning of the pandemic. Now, life happens. I somehow end up in Chicago from New Orleans, and I start at Chicago State, which is a PBI, not an HBCU, which means predominantly Black institution, but not historically Black. This school has opened up so many doors for me, by the way, but it really allowed me to expand my mind in regards to Black culture and African influence on the world at large. And the fact that people now have access to that online, it feels feels like an HBCU. We already got the drama on campus. You can see white people in the comments this isn't for everybody, question mark. And I'm just hey, we done had this conversation at HBCUs for about 100 years now. It's for everyone. We focus on Black people, but it is for everyone. And Hillman Talk, the name coming from the HBCU in A Different World, which is the show that was like kind of like the continuation of the Cosby Show, but also like a college show. I remember watching that so much, and that's part of what inspired me to go to an HBCU. Oh yeah, everybody.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
Oh my God, Whitley and Dwayne, they were.
Do you watch A
That's
Different
what
World
I
too?
thought my
seen it
college
before a little bit.
experience. That's what I thought my college experience was going to be like. I thought I was going to be a Whitley, and then I was going to find my Dwayne. It did not happen like that. And you know, life's not a TV show, but you know, HBCUs, it is unmistakable culture that you experience when you're at an HBCU. You're around people that look like you, organizations that existed for hundreds of years that are founded by people like you and me. And I just think that that was like something so incredible to see happen in
Revolutionary,
a virtual space,
actually,
in a
yeah.
virtual space.
Yeah.
We're taking the level of equitability that was previously met, and we're expanding on it. It's for everyone now. I think
Which is
that's-
awesome. Like you hear about YouTube University. Like I just like the fact that people are able to, like you said, get education for free and just kind of like expand their minds. The one thing I kind of like worry about though is like a little misinformation, because I feel like having the gates open, be like, yeah, I'm a professor and this is what I'm teaching you, leads for a lot of opportunities to do that. That's the one thing that makes me nervous. But so far, from what I've seen, it seems very legitimate and people seem very into it. You
Need
know,
them community notes on bro.
right?
Now, I hate to bring up astrology, but we
can bring up astrology on this podcast.
entered into the Age of Aquarius.
Yes, we have.
And because of which, knowledge and information is going to become unstoppable. We've seen it with things like AI and just more collectivity around the humans around the globe as a whole. I think that this is what we needed, right at the right time.
Yeah, I agree.
We are living through unprecedented historical times. People aren't able to recognize the signs of fascism that are occurring right now in our government. And it's because a lot of times they don't have the information. When I ask people about like, do you remember the collapse of the Weimar Republic in 1930s Germany and how it led to the Nazi movement?
Talk about.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Well, let's talk about.
Well, we won't talk about it right now.
We don't have to go in depth.
Back on that, because that is definitely it's a very reflective situation. But if you didn't go to college, or if you
I haven't
didn't
heard
go
about that in a minute. So I just thought, I was like, wow, it's been a while since
I
heard
know, but the thing is, this isn't equitable education. Not everybody knows about that. And because we don't know, it's like we can't recognize the signs in our own society that something is coming. We feel it. Don't you feel it?
History repeats
100%.
itself. Absolutely.
History repeats
Feel something is coming. And you're not able to articulate what it is, but you know it's happening. And I think that when we are aware as a society, all we need to do is information plus application equals knowledge. If we get the information, we apply it to our days, our lives, and we see how it is like reflected in our society, we can make informed decisions for where we want to go in society.
I love that.
And TikTok University is just the beginning. Hillman Talk University is just the beginning. So it starts here. It starts now in our lifetimes. And we'll be able to tell our children, great-grandchildren, about how education became available for everybody in our lifetimes. There was nothing holding anybody back. But because it's so easy to access, because it's so accessible, people are going to be like, well, I don't really care.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like the freedom of the choice. It's like it's right in front of. That's the thing I'm struggling with, because I know, like you said, like I don't want to let like our history and like information just pass me by, because I feel like having information is like a weapon these days. Like knowing what you know, and I feel like it's something I'm challenging myself, especially in Black History Month, which they're trying to cancel, but you can't cancel Black History Month. You can't cancel Black History Month. Sorry, you just can't. I just want to be more proactive about making sure that I'm educating myself, and not just like in like the like I have to educate myself kind of way, but like no, like why don't I actually see if I can put myself to the test and the challenge of like retaining this information and like and expanding my mind, because I think sometimes a problem that I've faced or something that I've thought about is like, not that I'm scared to learn more, but it's also like afraid to not know something again, which I think is sometimes what can hold people back from wanting to learn, is that like being a beginner again phase. I think that's something that I've been challenged with Hillman Talk, but I'm trying to work through that.
I definitely understand that. And another thing, when It's scary to be a beginner. It's scary to realize that you don't know something, that you need to be informed. And a lot of times it's intimidating. Like, I used to have issues like that when I was in school. Like, do I really know it, or am I like tripping? I mean, I have a good memory, but like, you know, everybody experiences
And also, there's also a difference too, like just that point, like there's a difference between knowing it and just like regurgitating it.
Facts.
You know,
Yeah.
just like repeating
It's just the freshest thing on your mind versus truly understanding it and having it like in your back pocket.
you know.
Information recall is tough. It's difficult. But another thing, something that like on the opposite side of the spectrum, ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know so many beautiful, educated women, and they have degrees, they have it all, and they say, I want a man to take care of this for me.
That is,
I'm
gonna
want,
keep it out.
I want a man to make all the decisions and do all of this and do all of that. And on one hand, I get it. I get it, because man, it is it is hard being an independent individual who
And knowing what you know and
exactly. And sometimes it's easier to like let somebody else handle things. And not just in our personal relationships, but in society. It's easier to think, oh well, my elected official is going to handle this. That is not the case.
and it removes responsibility too. You don't have to actually work on it, you know.
Exactly. And I'm not even gonna lie. I be thinking stupid people be having hella fun. They look like they're having a great time. And I'm like, I will never be able to enjoy myself to that capacity because I have like
Foresight.
exactly.
Like, you know what's coming. You can't even get as drunk as you want to because you know 12 months from now we're going to be in this for real.
I get drunk and I start thinking societal collapse.
Oh, literally. It was what was this? It was like a YouTube video. It was some like video I was watching, like a quick short video or whatever. It was like at a party when you're the drunk friend who wants to talk politics, and
Right.
everyone's like, "This is a dinner party. Like, let's just have fun." It's like
No, that's
my idea is fun is having this conversation.
Exactly. People, they get so mad at me. I don't do small talk. I want to know what you think about capitalism.
Literally.
I want to know what you
Literally.
about-
Who did you vote for? Why? Where? When?
We're having such an informative discussion about like the economic state of the world. We need to have a conversation about equity. And what better way to have a conversation about equity than to mention what's been happening recently? All these companies peeling back their DEI. We know that DEI stands for diversity, equity, and inclusion.
Yes.
Diversity and
That is the definition
That's
of
what that stands
DEI.
for.
Just so we know.
And I think people are trying to like confuse others. They're trying to, what was it? I saw this on a conservative page. DEI stands for done. I didn't earn it.
I don't even know because DEI is diversity, equity, and
Oh, bro,
inclusion.
break this shit down. Diversity,
Like-
equity, and inclusion.
But the thing is, it's hard to like really as black professionals in a creative space, it's hard to be successful without relying on these major companies and things like that.
Yes.
And we end up in a double-sorted situation. Do we support companies that are peeling back their DEI just because they have a black spokesperson or something of that nature? Where do we stand on that? And we'll touch back.
Oh, you heard the lady. We'll touch back on it.